T-Mobile just introduced two new postpaid plans, Experience More and Experience Beyond, which are set to replace the current Go 5G Plus and Go 5G Next plans. In this video, I'll cover what's new with these plans, I'll compare them to the previous plans, and then I'll compare them to the competition to let you know if they're actually good. Let's start with the Experience More plan. This is set to replace the outgoing and very popular Go 5G Plus plan. Both include unlimited high-speed data that does not slow down based on how much you use. This data is always prioritized, meaning that when T-Mobile's network is flooded with lots of traffic near you, you won't be slowed down as much as customers who are deprioritized. Both plans also include unlimited calls and texts, and the new Experience More plan gives you more hotspot than before at 60 gigs of high-speed hotspot per line instead of 50 gigs. Both plans also give you video streaming at full 4K resolution or as high of a resolution as your phone screen can get, and you also get lots of additional perks to enjoy this high-quality streaming. Both plans include Netflix Standard with ads for free, Apple TV Plus, and MLB TV. Both of these are also the same for international features and travel perks. They include 15 gigs of data when you're traveling to Canada and Mexico, and 5 gigs of data when you're traveling to 215 other supported countries. You also get unlimited in-flight Wi-Fi on select airlines and flights, and car rental perks. This includes 0 refueling fees when you rent your car at Dollar or an electric car at Hertz. You also get to upgrade your phone every 2 years, and whether you're a new or existing customer, you can always get the same deals on new phones. Overall, this new Experience More plan isn't super different from the Go 5G Plus plan, but it is better with more hotspot, and it's cheaper at $85 a month for one line instead of $90, which is what Go 5G Plus used to cost. Experience More is also cheaper for families and multi-line accounts. It's $70 a line for 2 lines instead of $75, and it's just $46.67 a line for 3 lines, which comes out to the same total cost as 2 lines, thanks to T-Mobile's free line deal. For 4 lines, it's $42.50 a line, and it costs $40 a line for 5 lines. These are all cheaper than Go 5G Plus, and it's a better plan. However, depending on where you live, they could actually be more expensive. Because unlike before, the advertised prices of these plans do not include taxes and fees. This means that you might have to pay even more on top of the price that's shown. To find out exactly what you'd have to pay for these new plans in your area, you can check the plans page on the T-Mobile website, which should give you a list of the broadband facts nutrition labels, which should outline every little extra fee that will be charged in your area. Being postpaid service, T-Mobile also requires a credit check to join. So if you have Go 5G Plus right now, you should probably upgrade to Experience More, but only if you find the extra hotspot worth the potential extra cost from the added fees. Next, let's check out the Experience Beyond plan and compare it to the previous Go 5G Next plan. Both include unlimited, always prioritized data just like Experience More, but Experience Beyond gives you a crazy 250 gigs of high-speed mobile hotspot data per month. This is absolutely crazy and probably a direct response to Verizon, who recently refreshed their unlimited ultimate plan with 200 gigs of high-speed hotspot. If you work on the go frequently, having tons of high-speed hotspot data is critical. 50 gigs was already quite a lot, but you now literally get 5 times that amount. Both plans also stream video at up to 4K resolution, and you get lots of streaming benefits included in both with the old and new plans, including Netflix Standard with ads, Hulu with ads, Apple TV Plus, and MLB TV. And if you want Netflix and Hulu without ads from T-Mobile, you can opt to pay a little extra for premium tiers from those services. The international benefits from Go 5G Next here are the exact same as Go 5G Plus and Experience More, but Experience Beyond upgrades international travel in a pretty huge way. If you travel to Mexico or Canada, you now get 30 gigs of high-speed roaming data instead of the previous 15 gigs. And in the other 215 supported countries, you can now get 15 gigs of roaming data instead of 5, which means you can actually roam overseas for a longer trip without having to add some extra international data add-on. These plans also give you the benefit of being able to upgrade your phone every year with the same deals for existing customers as new customers. This is a crazy plan that's packed with some awesome stuff, but the price is crazy in a bad way. At $100 a month for 1 line. And remember, taxes and fees are charged extra instead of being included in the advertised rate like they were before. For 2 lines, Experience Beyond is $85 a line. For 3 lines, it's $56.67 a line, thanks to the free line deal T-Mobile is offering, making 3 lines cost the same as 2. For 4 lines, Beyond costs $53.75 a line, and for 5 lines, it's $52 a line. Another thing that T-Mobile is heavily promoting with these new plans is the 5-year price lock guarantee, which they say will keep your price exactly the same for 5 years when you join the plan. However, I hate to break it to you, it's fake. You might remember that T-Mobile has gotten in trouble for this before, where they advertise a price lock only to raise prices a bit later, and this new price lock unfortunately looks no different. It says right here in the fine print that exclusions like taxes and fees apply. So basically, it's a fake price lock. This does not mean that you should completely avoid T-Mobile at all costs, but it does mean that your price could go up within the first 5 years, even though they say it won't. This also isn't unique to T-Mobile. Verizon recently introduced a 3-year price guarantee, but again, taxes and fees could still change in that 3-year period. So overall, these plans are a pretty minor but solid upgrade from the previous options. The Experience More plan is the one I'd recommend for families since pricing is solid and it provides some nice perks. However, just like with the previous Go5G plans, these new Experience plans are not worth it for one line. They're just too expensive, especially compared to other options on the T-Mobile network that I think are a better deal, like the Mint Mobile Unlimited plan and the US Mobile Unlimited Premium plan. Mint's Unlimited plan is just $30 a month, or even lower at just $20 a month for a limited time for new customers, and it's a really good option. It includes unlimited data that does not slow down based on how much you use, and you also get prioritized access up to your first 35 gigs. After you exceed 35 gigs, your speeds will not be limited, but they will be deprioritized. Mint's plan also includes unlimited calls and texts, and 10 gigs of mobile hotspot data for sharing your mobile connection to other devices on the go. Video streams at 480p DVD quality, which isn't ideal, but the price is so good. The main catch with Mint Mobile to get a price that's this amazing though is that you have to pay by the year. So instead of paying $30 each month, you pay $360 up front once every year. However, again, they have it for $20 a month now with the limited time new customer offer. Another incredible alternative to T-Mobile for one line is US Mobile's Unlimited Premium plan. It's available on all 3 major US networks, but just looking at the version on the T-Mobile network, it includes 100 gigs of high-speed data before your speeds may be slowed down. I don't think this is a huge issue though, since that's still like 3 to 4 times what the average American is using in a month. This data is deprioritized, which can impact your speeds when T-Mobile's network is overloaded. However, there are also some awesome benefits, like 50 gigs of mobile hotspot, video streaming at 1440p Quad HD resolution, and your choice of networks. You can join on any US network you want, Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile, and you can switch it up anytime. All of this is just $44 a month, including taxes and fees billed monthly. And just like Mint Mobile, US Mobile has a limited time discount on this plan that allows you to get it for just $35 a month for your first 12 months. There are lots of cool benefits of going with these budget carriers, but you do lose out on streaming perks and phone financing offers. However, with prices this low, you can just get the services and the new phone you want extra on top of the phone plan, and the total cost will still probably end up cheaper than the crazy absurd price of T-Mobile's regular single line rate. But what about for families, where pricing actually gets pretty good for postpaid? Let's compare Experience More and Experience Beyond to Verizon and AT&T's similar offerings. To keep things consistent, we'll compare the price of 4 lines, and I'll factor in the free line deal. However, if you're an existing T-Mobile customer just switching to one of the new plans, then you won't get that free line deal and you'll end up paying extra for that line. Let's start by comparing T-Mobile Experience More to Verizon Unlimited Plus and AT&T Unlimited Extra EL. These all come in at pretty similar prices, with T-Mobile at $42.50 a line, Verizon at $45 a line, and AT&T at $41 a line. These prices exclude taxes and fees, which are charged extra, and a credit check is required to join. All 3 include unlimited data on their respective networks. T-Mobile and Verizon include always prioritized data with this tier of plan, while AT&T only prioritizes you for your first 50 gigs, after which you will be deprioritized. All 3 include unlimited calls and texts, but T-Mobile wins for hotspot, including 60 gigs of shareable data, while the other 2 only include 30 gigs of hotspot. T-Mobile also wins for video streaming, with video at up to full 4K quality, while Verizon Unlimited Plus only streams at up to 720p. At least that's not as bad as poor AT&T Extra EL, which only streams video at up to 480p. That's pretty rough for a plan at this price. Taking a look at perks, T-Mobile gives you a lot of nice stuff included, as I covered earlier. Verizon gives you the option to add perks to your plan at discounted rates, including the Disney bundle, Netflix and Max, cloud storage, Apple services, and others. This can save you money versus the service's standard cost, but they're still charged extra. AT&T gives you nothing extra for perks, that sucks. Moving on to international and travel perks, AT&T is the best for Mexico and Canada, giving you unlimited talk, text, and data when traveling to one of those countries. It is the exact same plan you get in the US, it just carries over to Canada or Mexico. However, if you're traveling to a different country, you have to pay $12 a day for access in 210 plus countries and destinations. T-Mobile, on the other hand, is pretty good for travel overall, including 15 gigs of roaming data for Canada and Mexico, but only 5 gigs in 215 other countries and destinations. That's only enough for a super short trip. T-Mobile does add some other cool perks though, like the in-flight Wi-Fi on select airlines and the rental car perks that I mentioned earlier. Verizon has okay but not great international support for their Unlimited Plus plan. You get 2 gigs per day in Canada and Mexico, which is solid, but for other countries, you have to pay $10 per 3 days. As for phone financing offers, AT&T is actually the best. They give new and existing customers the exact same deals on any plan, and you get to upgrade every 3 years or every single year for $10 a month extra when you buy the Next Up Anytime add-on. T-Mobile is pretty good, allowing you to upgrade every 2 years with the same deals for new and existing customers, and Verizon Unlimited Plus is a bit weaker compared to these, letting you upgrade every 3 years, but only new customers get the best deals. Out of this bunch, I'd confidently say that T-Mobile's Experience More plan is the best for a family of 4. It's a lot more balanced with streaming perks, international access, and device offers compared to the other two. But now let's compare the best of the best from all 3 carriers: T-Mobile Experience Beyond, Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, and AT&T Unlimited Premium PL. All 3 include unlimited data that is always prioritized, unlimited calls and texts, and video streaming at up to full 4K resolution. For hotspot, T-Mobile includes a generous 250 gigs of hotspot at full speed before hotspot is slowed to nearly nothing. Verizon Unlimited Ultimate includes 200 gigs of hotspot at full speed, but even if you go over 200 gigs, you still get unlimited hotspot at 6 megabit per second speeds, which is enough for some basic tasks on other devices. AT&T gives you the least hotspot here with 60 gigs included per line. As for perks, T-Mobile gives you quite a lot with Netflix and Hulu with ads included, Apple TV Plus, and MLB TV. This is a lot better than Verizon, who makes you pay extra for your perks, and AT&T, who gives you no perks. For international travel, AT&T remains the best for Canada and Mexico, giving you unlimited in those countries, while T-Mobile and Verizon are also pretty good in those countries, with T-Mobile including 30 gigs per month, and Verizon including 2 gigs per day, which adds up to 60 gigs per month, and Verizon and T-Mobile also include 15 gigs of roaming data on their top plans in most countries, while AT&T includes unlimited in 20 Latin American countries, and for all others, you have to pay for the International Day Pass, which is $12 a day. As for phone financing offers, T-Mobile Experience Beyond gives you a new phone every year with the same deals as new customers. Verizon includes a new phone every 3 years with the same deals for new and existing customers. And finally, on their premium plan, AT&T includes the same tri-yearly upgrades or upgrades every year for an extra $10 a month. Just like the last comparison we did, all 3 of these plans are also pretty closely priced. T-Mobile Experience Beyond is $54 a line, Verizon Unlimited Ultimate is $55 a line, and AT&T Unlimited Premium PL is $51 a line. These prices all unfortunately exclude taxes and fees. Drop a like on this video if you found it helpful, and definitely be sure to share it to someone who's considering T-Mobile. I'll have my new video on the new plans for Metro by T-Mobile coming soon as well, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.